I just put out a video going in depth on Mjolnir, Leviathan Axe, and the Blade of Olympus. However, there is a special weapon that I left out that list, and that was the Blades of Chaos that Kratos uses throughout various parts of the series. Thanks to Edgar, I was able to put everything together in one package. Every piece of information about the Blades of Chaos, what they are made out of, what special properties they have, and how they affect Kratos. Then I'm going to go into who specifically the Blades of Chaos actually killed, and this will be the defining factor of how powerful the blades actually are. If you love these in-depth type of breakdown videos, then please hit the like button. If you hit the like button, it really helps this channel grow. The more likes it gets, the more YouTube decides to push it around the internet, so I appreciate it if you just hit that like button for me. Here are some of the answers in the last trivia question. That one was really hard. Not a ton of people were even trying to answer, the people that usually would. Some even say that they didn't even know, but congratulations to the people that did get the answer right. This video trivia question is, according to the God of War novel, what type of animal dragged Kratos to Midgard? Type your answers now, and at the end of the video, I will give you the answer, and if you get it right, you have a chance on being in tomorrow's video. So before I begin, I must address the question, are the God of War novels, the original ones, canon? Since we will be using some pages from there, I will want to answer this question. The God of War 3 director Steg, also who worked on God of War 1 and 2, of course the lead writer at Santa Monica as well, who is still currently working there and also worked on similar projects, they both answered this question, are the novels canon, and they gave pretty similar answers. So they both consider the God of War novels as secondary canon. They also said anything in the novel that contradicts the games, the game version is always correct. I'll also leave a Twitter link in the description of Ariel, the lead writer, saying this. So in this video, we will use the novels in some pages, but these parts will not contradict anything that's been said in the game. Let's start with what the blades are made out of and the effect that they have on Kratos. First, they were made of essence from a primordial. We know this because Athena, in the passage in the OG God of War novel, was asking why would he affix the Blades of Chaos to Kratos' wrist, Chaos, the primordial realm. This makes sense as this is the reason Kratos' blades burn the way they do. This is also said in God of War 2018. Looking at the description of the Blades of Chaos, it says, blades embedded with the flame of the underworld. Also, if you look at the material used to upgrade the Blades of Chaos, it says, a small flame that burns in no direction and is created through battle. So that explains the blades and the fire within them. This fire is also represented by the scars around Kratos' wrists. You see, Kratos is always bleeding, the scars can never truly heal, and is pretty much burned onto him. We also see this as he's wrapping the blades around his arms in God of War 2018. Also, there's concept art of Kratos' arms still bleeding, and Cory Barlog also confirmed this as well. Also, a very small detail, according to the original God of War novels, they do state that the blades cannot be broken, they cannot be nicked, and they cannot be dulled, making them a weapon that constantly regenerates itself through battle. But let's get more into how these blades actually affect Kratos, besides the burning effect that we see on his arms. Did you know that the blades are actually a big source for his rage? They also amplify and they fuel it as well. According to the original God of War novels, it says, with every kill, it fills Kratos with inexhaustible fury. And in God of War 2018's novel, it said as he was wrapping the Blades of Chaos around his arms, with every coil, he felt more and more uncontrollable rage enter his brain. But they also heal him as well. Here is part of the passage that says, when the blades kill, they allow Kratos to regenerate, which makes sense as on a gameplay level, we see Kratos absorb green orbs as he strikes down enemies. And the last way they affect Kratos is very strange actually. For some reason, the blades are attached to Kratos and is a part of him. Even if Kratos discards them, they somehow always return to his side. There is no explanation as to why they do, but this connection is so extreme that in the Fallen God comics, Kratos discards the blades. Later on, he was so angry at a hippo that somehow he straight up summoned the blades to his side. Earlier, he threw the blades away, but when he needed them the most, they just appeared on him. Also, every single time he goes to sleep, if the blades are not at his side, they will appear next to him, burning bright. This multiple times sent Kratos in a frenzy, screaming at himself, screaming at the gods that no longer exist to take this torment away, but the blades are permanently at Kratos' side. Now I know this is the part a lot of you have been waiting for. What has the Blades of Chaos actually killed? The Blades of Chaos killed some mighty enemies as well, more stronger than you think. But for consistency purposes, I'll only be talking about the things the Blades of Chaos has killed, not the Blades of Athena or the Blades of Exile. First, let's talk about the Hecatoncheires in God of War Ascension. The Hecatoncheires is an extremely powerful enemy. Ariel, the lead writer in God of War, actually confirmed that the Hecatoncheires is just as strong as Atlas and a little stronger than Kronos. People wondered why I didn't mention the Blade of Olympus killing Kronos and slicing him open to free Zeus's family, but I didn't mention that because the Blades of Chaos killed Hecatoncheires, which is a little stronger than Kronos, so it didn't really make sense for me to add that in that video just to make it longer. But I will not downplay the strength of Kronos. Kronos actually killed a primordial and took control of the universe. If you don't know who the primordials are, at the intro of God of War Ascension explains them. The primordials were these beings of creation, and they actually had a war. Their war caused the earth to be created, it caused water to flow, for the ground to rise, and created everything around it. One of the survivors of the primordial war was Uranus, which Kronos, his son, actually killed to take control of everything. So I will not downplay the strength of Kronos. And again, according to Ariel, the Hecatoncheires is a little stronger than Kronos himself. They also managed to kill the Furies in God of War Ascension. According to God of War Ascension, in the beginning of time, the Furies were formed from the madness and rage of a war that was waged between the primordials. And again, we just said that the primordials are responsible for the creation of the universe. So you could say that the Sisters in Ascension were created by the energy that was given off from the primordials fighting amongst themselves. And I think that this is one of the most impressive things that the Blades of Chaos has killed. Now, if you've noticed, I compared the last 3 kills to primordials, and this is my point with the Blades of Chaos. I think that they are so incredibly powerful, it doesn't even matter if you're something that created the universe, the Blades of Chaos can actually kill you. Which I think personally sums up how strong these blades actually are. Now, I think because the Blades of Chaos killed a boss who was stronger than Kronos and killed a being that was created from a war with multiple primordials were fighting in, then we can classify the Blades of Chaos as super weapons, next to Leviathan Axe, the Hammer Mjolnir, and of course, the Blade of Olympus. And that's all I pretty much have to say on the Blades of Chaos. Now, there was some honorable mentions that the Blades of Chaos did kill, such as the Queen of the Underworld, Persephone, but I think anything else I say pales in comparison to primordials. But that is it for this video. The answer to the trivia question is 3 wolves. Wolves actually dragged Kratos to Midgard. In the God of War novel, there were 3 wolves and a woman that was hooded. The woman gave a signal and the 3 wolves attacked Kratos, dragging him to this land. I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys and girls for listening. Deuces.